In a prior speech, I gave a speech regarding a story about a pink bunny and how he hopped across the road and how he ran from the cops. This is another one of those stories. Luckily for me, the statute of limitations has been long run ago from running from the cops, so I can easily say this with confidence. But this is an incident that I had from back in college a long, long time ago. It was the week between Christmas and New Year's. I was working at a store called Radio Shack. We had just finished a lot of the holiday returns, and I was sitting behind the counter on a stool, and I was tired of listening to the music. Oh, holy night, the light is brightly shining, and to jingle bells. At this point, I'd created this sign on the wall that says, "Bang head here," and I was tired of listening to that music. So what are you supposed to do with nobody in the store, music that you don't care for a whole lot? You call your buddies on the phone, and you plan a party. So I called my friend, my cousin, who agreed to come down. And between the two of us, we agreed to throw a party in our house that we shared with 3 people. I got the brainiac idea to go over to the quad area, because it is Christmas break, there's nobody on campus except for a few people here and there, to post a sign that says, "Party. Keggers will be involved." So me and my cousin, we move everything out of the house, prepare for this party, expecting just a few people to show up here and there. As the night goes on, a few more people start trickling in, a few more people keep coming, a few more people keep coming, and coming, and coming. Finally, we have moved all the furniture out of the house. There's no room. People are elbow to elbow as it is. We're playing all sorts of kind of music. The music's loud. And we happen to live in this tiny, little, quiet neighborhood with little old ladies who surround us and go to bed at 7 o'clock at night. My one roommate, who happened to work for the police department for the city that this all took place in, calls me on the telephone about 11 o'clock at night and says, "What are you doing? Are you trying to get me fired?" And I say, "What are you talking about? We're just having a party." He goes, "You need to get everybody out of there right now." Okay. So we take everybody, and rather than them throwing them out of the house and telling them scatter, this house happened to have a loft upstairs. And we threw everybody upstairs in the loft. So me and my cousin and about 3 or 4 other people are sitting downstairs, probably half lit from all the drinking that we've been doing. And 2 police officers walk up to the house. And we're standing in the front room. There are cigarette butts that are lining all the window, beer bottles, red Solo cups lining everywhere. And the police officers walk up and start looking around the room. One of them goes down and around and looks over the fence, I suspect, because he disappeared but came back. And there's this odd look on their face. They come up and they ask us a bunch of questions, and we answer them. And one of the officers looks at us and goes, "Where is everybody?" "Oh, the party's over with," we say to the officer. "There certainly is," the other officer pipes up and says, "there certainly is a lot of cigarette butts in the windowsill that are still burning." And I pipe up and say, "Well, I like to smoke a lot." My cousin happens to be sitting behind me, and one of the officers says, "There's an awful lot of beer bottles around there." And he comes up with the classic line, "Well, I like to drink a lot." So this officer sort of looks at us in strange face and weird look on his face. I remember this face and how he's just sort of, his eyes are really big and he's just sort of looking at us and he goes, "We're not sure how you did this, but just quiet down and just enjoy yourselves, but let the neighborhood sleep. Not a problem, officer. Not a problem at all." And with that, the officers leave. Me and my cousin go outside. We look around, and it was that point we realized the whole streets were still lined with cars. Furniture still out in the front yard. And with that, we went upstairs, we unlocked the door, and everybody came back downstairs. And how everybody stayed up on that top of that loft, not making a sound, is beyond me. And that is how I stayed out of jail.